So I have here my 9-inch zipper with the double-sided tape already adhered to it. So I'm going to place, make sure your zipper head's moved a little bit. Maybe not that bad. Okay, I'm gonna actually do it like this. So you're gonna place your zipper pocket over the opening that you've already ironed, over top of your zipper, trying to get it in the middle as much as you can. I mean, we're gonna be clipping off the ends anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So just kind of lightly press down, lining up. Oh gosh, that is sticky. My nail's sticking to it. Okay, so truthfully, I've never used this until this video. I always pin everything, and then I realized that maybe it could be a little straighter. So very carefully stick this to the tape. Hold it in place. So after you've got it stuck down, you can go ahead and pin if you want to, if you feel like you need just a little bit of extra security. But if you're confident that it's not going to go anywhere, go ahead and start sewing. Make sure your zipper head is moved now in the center. If it's not in the opening, you're going to be in trouble. You're just not going to have fun trying to get it into the opening. So personally, I always like the zipper head to go to the left-hand side of the purse. That's just personal preference. If you want it to go to the right, go ahead. So that looks good. That's nice and straight. I'm impressed with this stuff. I don't think personally I need to use any pins. It's pretty stuck on there. As you can see, I'm just kind of fiddling with it. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my zippers. I want it to be straight. So when I start sewing this, I always start at the edge over here. That's, again, just personal preference. If you want to start sewing wherever you can. So we're going to sew around the entire perimeter so we can keep the zipper in place. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So make sure you back stitch really good. We don't want the zipper going anywhere, especially if we're making this for a customer. So I was here, I'm going to lift my zipper foot, or my sewing foot, and I'm going to move my zipper head out of my way so I'm not hitting it. And then my stitching is going to stay nice and straight. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to sew up the other short side. Again, down this other long side. And then obviously when we get to the zipper, we're going to move it out of our way again. Closing the zipper fully up. Move your fabric as you need to. And just keep sewing until you get to the very end. Now I like to just re-stitch over this just because there's not that much stitching there. Okay, we are good. Oh, my thread didn't cut. How silly is that? Okay, perfect. So go ahead and snip those little threads off. Look at that. That is one super duper straight zipper. I am really happy with that. Okay, it's not super straight. There's like a little, that's okay. So flip it over. Go ahead and trim the ends of your zipper off. Maybe a little more, it's gonna be a little stuck, so just unstick it. And you want to cut as close to the stitching as you can. Don't cut the fabric, just the zipper. So go ahead and do the same with the other end. You have to move the zipper head. Go ahead. Yeah, it's stuck here too to the fabric a little bit. That's okay. We'll just unstick it. Now, as you can see, I didn't actually cut my zipper pocket at the right width. It's supposed to be a little bit wider, but I'm going to go ahead and still make this purse as is. I don't want to recut fabric. So we've got that cut. So now we're going to take our short end, we're going to bring it up, match it with our other short end, clip or pin together just the zipper pocket. Do not clip or pin your other fabric that's for the inside of your purse. just a couple, just to keep everything all nice and square. Oh, I see. I even pinned that. So again, we're just pinning the sides if you can't. Maybe it was good enough, I don't know. And again. So we're gonna sew both sides. And we're gonna sew along the top there. And what I like to do is you can either sew it like this, where you're sewing like this, and your interior fabric is facing up, or you can sew it like this and just flip your interior fabric underneath. Just make sure you're only sewing your pocket. Don't sew anything else. It's gonna be a disaster. So just make sure you've got it nice and folded. I mean, if it wrinkles, you can give it a press after. So let's do that. Make sure you take your pins out. You want to sew your pins. Again, just making sure that my interior fabric is out of the way so I don't sew it by accident. Okay, I'm going to pivot it, and again, I'm going to fold down this top part, fold it, tuck it underneath, so I'm only sewing the zipper pocket fabric. A bit of a lead foot there. Okay. And again, move the interior fabric underneath. Get it out of the way so you are not accidentally sewing it. Look at that. It still works fine even though it's a little short. So this would have been easier if my fabric was the right width. It's supposed to be 9 inches. I accidentally cut it at 8. But that's okay. Alrighty. Flip it over. Open the zipper. Ta-da! You have a nice zipper pocket. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so happy with that. All right, there we go.